Hey all, Hipper here. So as you all know, I've done an Agile build on the Minotaur and I didn't like it much. Well, not the Agile build, but I don't like the ship much. I think it's too squishy and it kind of shoehorns you into a kind of boring, smoky playstyle. So I decided to put up another video of Edinburgh so I can show you what a real Agile British cruiser looks like. So I'm using Tenant, obviously, with doubled steering gears and the improved reload here on the ship. And I have the Miss Santa guys on, so in case you haven't seen that, you'll see it here. 3 of all consumables, including radar, and I always want radar on my Edinburgh. And that's really the main problem I have with Minotaur. It's really hard to run a radar build on that ship because it's just so squishy. Like look at Edinburgh here, look at the armor compared to Minotaur. Like this is 30mm guys all around. It's one tough cookie. So you can pull off some stunts in this ship that you can only dream about in Minotaur. And of course Minotaur is pretty much a completely different playstyle. Anyway, that's Edinburgh for you here in this game here. So in my world, this ship here has got a second life, pretty much when Miss Takao came out, which allowed me to get the rudder on this thing here down to 1.9 seconds like you saw before. And that combined with like a very narrow turning radius and the British acceleration makes it an extremely agile cruiser, it really is. And then of course you have that wonderful 30mm armor that allows you to, go one-on-one with Iowas and Alabamas and stuff like that, as long as you're not broadside, obviously. That is really, really handy. And of course, this is an AP only ship, so it also eats destroyers alive with this short fuse British AP here. It's really, really good. Especially if you can get a whole broadside off on a destroyer. Yeah. It's usually a one-shot kill then actually. So here I'm just approaching from the side, and then as soon as this guy smokes up, I'm going to use my radar to reveal him to the whole team. But first I'm just waiting for him to smoke up. So here we go, and nobody expects an Edinburgh with a radar on. Most people run smoke builds on these things here. And I'm pretty sure this guy didn't expect that. And of course, he's paying for that now because I'm going to keep him spotted for another 15 seconds and he's going to be long gone by then. So if that guy hadn't killed him, I would have taken him out of that last salvo there. Unfortunately, I didn't get to do that. So anyway, that's one destroyer down. And as you can see in the middle of the map, there's another red destroyer trying to enter the blue cap, the sea cap. But I don't know what he's doing, but nothing surprises me in this game anymore. So obviously in a few seconds the Reds are going to be down 2 destroyers after less than around 2 minutes. And this here is a win. There's no way this red team should be able to actually win this battle with all the destroyers gone 2 minutes into the game. But of course in this game here, like I said, you gotta be prepared for everything. And we actually end up losing this battle here, inexplicably. Anyway, my destroyer is in the cap and he's trying to cap, but I've noticed this Baltimore moving in. So this is where the armor on Edinburgh comes in handy, because obviously this Iowa is well aware of my position. My tracers, my special Miss Santa tracers here, they're giving away my position quite easily. So that's why I'm just waiting till this Baltimore is in a good position, and then I'm going to pop out with the great acceleration and see how fast I'm already going. That's just so awesome on the ship here. I love it. So you can pop out from an island like that and already be at like 20 knots or something like that. Very, 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 very fast. So just need to get one more salvo of this Baltimore here. I didn't really get any citadels on him before, and again the Florida takes him out. So that's all right. We should be able to take this cap now here. So I'm going to, put my attention elsewhere, because all the destroyer has to do is just enter the cap. And there's some more fireworks there, courtesy of Miss Santa. All the destroyer has to do is enter the cap and cap. and the battleship can just, yeah, I don't know, cover the destroyer or whatever. But my efforts are better used somewhere else now. There is an Atlanta still on that side, and that's why I'm a little bit hesitant to actually leave this flank here. And of course, also I can't really go into decap because there are still 2 battleships. And although you can bow tank battleships in Edinburgh, it's only something you really do when you absolutely have to. And obviously I don't have to right now. So I'm just going to sit here and so I can cover the destroyer while he's capping, and then at the same time I'm going to see if I can help get rid of this mines over here. Because he's obviously going in for a torp kill here, and because he's bow on, I just can't get this AP here to bite, really. That is a problem in Edinburgh, especially with bow on battleships, and especially bow on legendary battleships. There's very little you can actually do with these P shooters here. But as soon as someone goes broadside, doesn't matter who they are, battleship, destroyer, cruiser, you can do some real damage with these guns here. But of course, you're not going to get any fires. Some people live and breathe by setting fires, and obviously with AP only you can't set fires. So you are, like, I don't want to say limited to your AP, because this AP is, like I said before, very nasty. I actually prefer this AP over HE when I'm facing destroyers. And just finished off the mines there, and he did succeed in torping the battleship. So yeah, that's unfortunate. But anyway, in the meantime, our destroyer has capped, and then he's going directly to the spot where the Atlanta was last spotted. And he does have a destroyer, no, a cruiser backup, but really that's not the smartest play there. And of course he pays for that in 1 second. I mean, if you're a destroyer, you don't go up against an Atlanta. It doesn't matter. Pretty much doesn't matter how much backup you have, because the Atlanta just had to take you out, and that leaves your team at a disadvantage. So this situation here is one I really hate. It's when 2 like flaccid, very, very passive battleships actually like end up taking a cap, because I think it just gives such a wrong impression to players that it's okay to sit back like that. Like, this guy is sitting like ages away from the cap, and it's really only the mistakes on our team that allows these 2 here to move in now, because they should be dead. And of course, without HE, I cannot really burn down these 2 ships here. I do have AP, and as you can see, I have an Agile build, so there's no way they can hit me, as long as they stay at that range there. So I'm going to have to retreat here. If I wasn't Hipper, I would have taken these 2 ships on, because Hipper has a better torpedo armament than Edinburgh. But with only 3 torpedoes on each side, I won't be able to. I barely will be able to finish off one of the battleships, and let alone 2 is just not going to happen. So I'm going to have to give this cap here up, and I could stay and defend it, but I think it's a better play to go for the B cap and just fire some preemptive torps this way here, and then see if I can reset these guys while I'm going for B. And obviously there's also the Atlanta to worry about here somewhere, and I don't have anyone spotting anything on this side of the map anymore. So I am a bit in a pickle here. So somehow this destroyer-less team here has managed to get ahead by more than 100 points and 1 ship. And yeah, it's just sometimes this game is just very surprising, let's put it like that. Because once the 2 destroyers were gone, I was like, oh, okay, we got this one down. All we have to do is defend the caps, and we'll win. But no. So like I said, I think the best play here is to go for B, because I can sit here and reset these battleships here forever, but I won't be able to sink them at this distance here with my AP only. And we only have 6 minutes left, so we do have enough time to grab some other caps and see if we can't win the game that way. And it is a bit of a gamble here, because yeah, we are behind. We shouldn't be behind, but we are behind. And as you can see, I'm just using my fast rudder there again to fit in between the shells. making his whole salvo useless, pretty much. And that's pretty much the essence of an Agile build there. So here we have a Colorado versus an Iowa and some sort of cruiser. And you can see like I am under fire constantly by these two battleships here. So even if I decided to stick around, sooner or later they would sink me. So I'm just popping on my radar here in case the Atlanta is lurking somewhere around here. And you can see now it's 2 versus 4 ships. And that's of course unfortunate. And I didn't see any Atlanta, so that means that he's probably over there on the flank with the battleships. So that tells me that I can go for B and B. Go for B and B, relatively safe. But in case he shows up here, I'm just gonna point my guns in this direction because, I mean, you never know. And what do you know? There he is. Looks like he's making a run for this cap here. So an Atlanta versus an Edinburgh, that is a very, very short fight because an Atlanta is pretty much like a destroyer and the AP just rips through this ship here. And yeah, obviously he's gone. So and there's another incoming salvo from the battleships. They are just not giving up. So I need to hook up with my battleship here. We need to do this together. I need someone with some punchy guns to actually, you know, take some hit points off these battleships, because with my AP, like I said before, it'll take me forever. So it's a better option for me to go for caps and just hope that battleships are slow enough that we can get the B cap, and then I can get around again to defend C and not let them get it. So it's looking better now. The Iowa is going for A, and like I said, I'm going for B, and then hopefully it'll take the battleships a while to get over and start claiming C, and then we can decide if we're going to actually take them on or we're going to head over to D. But with the time remaining as we have here is only 4 minutes, I think this is going to end in a big huge battle at C, because we simply don't have enough time. I don't have enough time to cap this area here and move over to the D cap and cap that one, because like I said, we are behind by nearly 200 points now. So it's a better bet to grab this cap here, and we cannot win on points now anyway. So that's also why I shoot at this Iowa here. We need to sink them. I don't really care if I get reset, because there's no way we're going to win this on points. This will have to be, you know, kamikaze or some sort of ramming victory here. And there's 2 battleships, so it's unlikely. But it is in situations like this where, you know, you have to look at like what does the game look like. There's 3 minutes left. We are 150 points behind, so there's no way we can win on points, even if I cap the space here, which I will. So the only way to win is to take out these 2 ships here, and pretty much the best way to do that is to ram. And you'll see later that the Iowa on my team, he is a little bit timid. Like, he really should just go for the ram now. If he takes out 1 battleship, then there's a good chance I can take out the other one. But there's no way I can take out 2 battleships, even with torpedoes. So I'm trying to figure out which way these guys are going, and it looks like that they are actually going to the other opening. I was hoping for this one because it's closer and it will save me time, but they are going for the further opening. So that means I'll have to sail over there and then join up with the Iowa that's also heading down that way. So it's looking okay for us now if we can pull this off here. Well, of course, I've already told you how this battle ends here, so we don't pull it off. But it's very close. It's very close. It's one of those battles that pretty much could go either way at this moment here. If only the Iowa had been a little bit more aggressive and just rammed, really. He should just head into that cap there, full speed, try to ram one of the battleships or Citadel, whatever. Because there's a minute and a half left. We are behind by 130 points. This is it. Like, there's no other play. It's just head in there and see if you can take out a ship as quickly as possible. But like, he decides to stick around here at the corner, and I mean, that's not going to win us any battles. And unfortunately, I just miss out on the broadside on the Iowa there. And this guy's angled, so my AP is not going to bite very well on him. So, but he is tempted with a cruiser broadside, like what always happens. So that's why I'm showing a little bit of broadside, and then I'm turning in afterwards, and just avoiding the shells. So this is where the Iowa stops, and we could have won this battle here. All you have to do was keep, going. So yeah, if you don't want to win, then get out of the way, let me pass. So I'll see if I can do it for us. The King George is almost gone, it just needs one good salvo. And yeah, well, from the battleship, not from me, because I cannot really bite anything into this guy unless he's broadside. So the Iowa is here, and I'm obviously going for a torp run here, and just going bow in here so I don't take that salvo there, but he actually ends up shooting at the battleship for some reason. Just getting a high caliber, and then I'm just getting the whole broadside up here with my Agile build, and I managed to take him out, but what can you do? It's just wasn't my day. But it's a very good demonstration of an Agile Edinburgh and how great this ship is. It's, like I said, probably the best Agile cruiser out there. Yeah, I've said it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this Edinburgh battle here, and I'll see you out there.